If you've had to struggle through American high school math classes, then you've probably had to deal with this, the Texas Instruments TI-84. Silver Edition! This thing is so ingrained in those classes that I remember some of the textbooks actually had images of this calculator and what buttons to press to do certain mathematical equations. And okay, so these math classes are really boring, so you probably played around with this calculator and realized that there were games on it, like Block Dude, and those were really fun. But you know what's more fun than playing games? That's making games. So you probably also realize that if you press program, there are these programs, and you can create your own. And if you program well enough, you can create your own games. So today, I'm going to go through some games that I created 2 or 3 years ago. The problem is some of them got lost due to dropping my calculator, which for some reason clears the RAM. So sadly you can't see them all, but you can see one of them, and that's Minesweeper. First of all, yes, I typed in these math equations because I don't know the answers. Now before I show you Minesweeper, let me just show you the code behind it. So if you have execute selected, then if you select one of these, it'll just run the program, but edit is where you actually get to program the code. So Minesweeper is just called Mines right here. So if I hit enter, now you can actually look at the source code. So you can see at the beginning, I set the variable O to 1. There's no indentation and there's no way to really zoom out. So it's very hard to like find your way around this code. And that's one reason why I feel like I've gotten really good at like programming all of my code, even on the computer. Oh, that's Reddit, that's not code. Without like organizing it very well. Like I'm supposed to put it into different files to make it object oriented and also make it easier for humans to understand, but sometimes I don't do that, and I think that's partly because I programmed on this calculator so much. Okay, let's just see how much there is total. I'm just gonna keep scrolling down. So Minesweeper is actually a relatively simple game to program. So now I'm gonna hit second quit. Okay, enter. We hit enter again. It's going to, okay. Oh my gosh, I haven't played this game in over 2 years, so I don't really remember how it goes. What game mode? Normal, Knight's Paths, Blind Right, and Directional. Now, I'm assuming you know how Minesweeper, the standard version, works. So whenever you click on a tile, it shows how many mines exist in the surrounding 8 tiles, right? So if there are 3 mines that are hidden underneath those tiles, then that tile will be exposed as a 3. That's assuming that the map you're using is those 8 surrounding tiles. What if you don't want to play such a boring game? So Knight's Paths is where when you click on a tile, instead of seeing how many mines are in the surrounding 8 squares, you see how many mines are in Knight's Paths from that square. So you still have a pool of 8 tiles to look for mines. It's just they are further away in Knight's Paths. And then I don't remember what Blind Right and Directional are, but I'm assuming they're different maps as well. Anyway, let's just start with normal so we can get accustomed to how it looks. Arrows to move, alpha to dig up. Okay, I have to remember these because I've forgotten these controls as well. Well, I'm gonna go with hard because, you know, I'm the expert at this. Oh shoot. Okay, so here's the line that caused the syntax error, and I think what happened was when I was scrolling through the whole thing, I accidentally pressed a button which overwrote that line. After a bunch of testing, I think the correct answer is that that line was supposed to say end, to end a while loop. Oh, I have to delete all these characters. So in the process of choosing where new mine should go, it says while you haven't selected where the mine goes yet, or the place that you selected already has a mine, keep selecting new locations, that's the rand int stuff, until neither of these are true. And then once that happens, then you can escape. Now that end was replaced with a minus, but now it should be fixed. I have not tested it yet, so I'm not sure. A moment of truth is happening now. Crossing my fingers, here we go. If I see it go up to 2, then that means it works, but I'm crossing my fingers. Yes, we got it. So as you know, this calculator is really slow. So you gotta be careful with every single computation you make because it's going to take, you know, on the order of 0.1 seconds. The board is fully set. There's 22 mines in this field of 128 squares. So arrow keys to move, alpha to dig. Uh-oh, that one has 2 mines around it. In Minesweeper on Windows, the first click is always guaranteed to be both safe and expose a large swath of land, like here. Well, in this version, it takes a lot of time to just place the mines, so it would be a hassle to redo that whole map once you've selected your first position. So I just said, you know what, you can get unlucky on your first dig anyway. Now, another thing that happens on computer Minesweeper is that when you clear a place with 0 mines on it, like I did just there, it will continue to clear that land automatically. Now that takes like a lot of computation as well, since you're clearing like, you know, 6 or 7 or 8 tiles at once, so I don't do that. Anyway, let me just point out what I can do. So I know that since this has one mine around it, one of these two is going to be a mine. Now because of this one here, since this one is already touching these two, the 3 tiles to the left of it cannot be mines. So if I hit alpha, they should all be safe. And look at that, they are all safe, and that should be enough for me to clear a lot more land. This is a mine. Pressing second puts a flag. I chose the letter P because the P looks kind of like a flag. I thought I was being pretty clever. Oh shoot, I might have to guess again. Oh, and actually I don't, because the one here means that one of these two is a mine, so this one definitely is not. And now with that, I think I have to guess now. I'm gonna guess between these two. One of these two is a mine because of the 4. I'll just uncover this one. Okay, I'm safe again. Oh my gosh, it's really getting close now. This one has to be a mine. Yeah, it has to be because of the 2 4s in the upper right, which means all of these are safe. I think I'm gonna make it. 3 means this is safe. 4 means this is a mine. Okay, we should be good, we should be good. Did I get it? Oh yeah, okay, so you know you finished the game if all the mines, all the flags turn into 0s. And then, oh, I think I made it pause here so that if you beat the game and were really proud, you could take a screenshot, not a screenshot, a photo. And then if you hit enter, it'll show you your stats. So it says, yay, you win. By the way, this calculator doesn't have a way to display exclamation points, so I had to use periods instead, so it sounds like oddly sarcastic. It's like, yay, you win. But it wasn't intentional. Anyway, the game mode was 1 because I did normal Minesweeper. 22 mines, I was completely clear. It took me 5 minutes and 30 seconds. That's a pretty good time for coming back to it after 2 years. But I do know that up there, I have some old notebooks where I recorded my best times from that year. So let's see how it compares to my best times from then. I found it. Yes, my stats notebook was pink. First, yeah, here it is. Okay. Knightsweeper. So that's Knightsweeper. That's too advanced for Minesweeper. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is normal Minesweeper attempts. Now, these are the game mode, which is 1, and the number of mines, 22. So it looks like I always chose hard mode. So it looks like on October 31st, 2014, I had a win of 1 minute 59 seconds, okay? I got 530 and I thought that was good, but I was getting sub 2, that's crazy. And there's another win, but it wasn't my personal best, so it's highlighted in yellow instead of blue. Then about a week later, I got it down to 155, 139, 137. Does this keep going? It actually does keep going. The final result was a personal best of 1 minute 13 seconds. Failures. What? Oh, wait. Take a look at this. All of these that I wrote fail, that means I hit a mine because I was trying to go so fast. Okay, so I guess that's the one thing about with me with a Minesweeper is that I'm kind of like a speed Minesweeper. So if I'm not going the absolute fastest I can in a particular game, I will commit suicide. So that happened quite a lot. And there's certain games like this one, 102 out of 106, where I got really close, 105 out of 106. That one I like literally blew up on the last square. So you can see my success rate was not that great. But you know what, if I was able to get sub 2 twice in a row, like getting sub 6 is not, it doesn't feel good. I have to give it a second go. Okay, I'm gonna try to go fast this time. So I'm not gonna try talking, I'm just gonna do it. I think the timer starts as soon as the board loads. So this is like a countdown, you know, get ready because once it hits 22, we're starting. Oh shoot, my fingers are kind of in an awkward position because, oh shoot, I hit a mine. This time I will go for the center to start with because you get 8 times as much information. No, actually the corners are better because there's a much higher chance that they are completely clear of any mines, you know, resulting in a 0, so you can excavate more. So this 1. Shoot, okay, that was not good. Ah, dang it! Oh my god! What the heck? Shoot. Ah, dang it. Okay, this is the one. This is the one. Nope, it wasn't. Oh, I meant to flag that. What does it say R? Oh, that's because it's a flag with an X underneath it. Cool, right? I give up. No, I don't give up. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Nah. 138, whoa, okay, that was a tragedy. Oh, okay, I got it. Let's see what time I got. Is it sub 2? 144. You know what? I am happy with that. That was like 20 attempts. You know what? I got it. I'm done. I say it's time to move on to the other type of Minesweeper. So if we hit enter, we can see there's more game modes. Now 3 and 4, like I said, I don't remember what they are, but I'll just press 2 to get to Knightsweeper. Let's go with easy for now. In Knightsweeper, if I clear this tile, okay, that means 0. That means there are 0 mines in Knight's paths from this tile. So I know that this one here is clear, and this one here is clear. And I can do the same logic on this one to keep clearing out Knight's paths. Now, I think Knightsweeper, it would be really nice if I had that feature where clear tiles would instantly clear out everything Knight's paths away from them automatically, just like it does on the computer, because it's even harder to excavate large regions in this version. Okay, so at this point I've only cleared out all the stuff I can do just by looking at the empty spaces, right? The ones with the 0 mines around them. But now I'm gonna start actually using the ones with numbers on them. So this tile right here, this one that I'm highlighting, has 1 mine a Knight's path away from it. So this one isn't a mine, this one isn't a mine, this one's clear so it's not a mine, so that one right there has to be a mine. So I'm gonna flag it. It's really quite self-explanatory. And now I know that this one here, with the 1, is already satisfied, so I can clear away this piece of land as well. When you have a number in a corner, there's only 2 Knight's paths that can come out of a corner, so you can almost always figure out which mines are next to it. I think these 2 are both mines, because that one and that one... Wait, I'm not sure about this one. The one here is satisfied, so this one's clear. This one's clear. This one already has a mine next to it, so this one's clear. There we go, I solved the puzzle. Now it's not quite as fun because it's so slow. I would like to implement this on the computer so that I could play a version that runs as quickly as normal Minesweeper. But that one took me 7 minutes and 21 seconds, which is a pretty long time. So my best time with Knightsweeper is 7:48 down there. I think I played Knightsweeper with 22 mines, not 12. So these aren't even comparable. So that 557 regardless still stands as my current record. You know what, it's pretty boring for you viewers if you only get to watch me play Knightsweeper. Because, you know, I could get one of those cables to plug this into my computer and then let you download it, but you'd have to have this calculator to play the game, and also the frame rate is like 3 frames per second, so you wouldn't want that. You know what you would really want, right, is to be able to play this in browser, so I'm just gonna make a JavaScript version right now, okay? So after almost 4 hours, I think I'm done with the final product. So this is actually online now. So if you go to htwins.net/Minesweeper, it's there. And you can go to it right now, which is crazy. So the standard settings are just normal and beginner. So if you click on it, you'll just see normal Minesweeper. And I programmed this all from scratch because that's the way I roll. And blah blah, you can do stuff and you can see the timer's also going. So if you want to go fast, it can time you as well. Make sure I don't mess up here. So when you get it all right, it turns green. It took me 16 seconds. Now, if you get 5 correct games in a row, like as in you don't blow up, or at least 4 out of the 5, then it will average the 3 middle times and give you your average of 5, which is a better indicator of your actual skill. Oh, I already did it. 9.09 seconds. I didn't realize those would all be mines. Right, so you don't need to actually flag every single mine. The only requirement in order to win is that all the non-mine squares have been excavated. And that's how it is in traditional Minesweeper too, so I'm just replicating that. So that's 16.37 seconds. Now I have 5 times here. The first one is a did not finish because it doesn't exist yet, but it takes out the slowest and fastest times, with DNF being the slowest, averages the middle 3, and there's my average time, 19.45. Here's what you can do. You can change the size. So instead of beginner, you can go with what was on my calculator, which is 8 by 16 with 22 mines, or you can do intermediate, 16 by 16 with 40 mines, expert, which is 16 by 30 with 99 mines, and then I added one extreme mode, insanity. This is 40 by 60, and there are 400 mines. Okay, so if you're like really bored and you have a full afternoon, you could try this, but that's insane. And then the other thing you can change is this mode, normal. So this shows the map of what each tile can see around it, like for how many mines are there. So if I click night, now if I click on the board, every number is telling you how many mines are in night's paths from it. So like here, this 2 means that these 2 are both mines. So like what was on my calculator now works perfectly here, and it runs so much faster, which is really cool. Night actually looks really nice on a really big board because when you click, actually that one wasn't a good example. Like it looks like kind of like a real explosion with like shrapnel. And next we have no up, which is the same thing as normal Minesweeper, except that numbers can't see the mines directly above them. What's that thing right there? It's like an N, maybe it's NAN or something, I don't know, a weird bug. If we look at this square right here, it can't see directly up, so it couldn't see that mine there. It seems like really arbitrary. It's just to show that the directionality of these maps work. Orthogonal just means instead of looking in all 8 directions, they can only look in the 4 orthogonal directions. Far orthogonal, I just did this to kind of compensate so that each tile could still see 8 surrounding neighbors, so that you get kind of similar numbers to original Minesweeper with a lot of 3s and 4s. So this one takes us quite a while to get used to, but I feel like it could be just as intuitive as traditional Minesweeper. Swath, this is just like huge, you know, there's a huge region that each tile can see, and I don't really think this is fun either. Insanity, look at that. Look at that, crazy. So that's Swath. Next we have Doubled. Doubled is kind of interesting because it's the same as normal Minesweeper, except the neighbors that are orthogonal to each tile count twice. That's why there's little 2s over those squares. So if I mark those 2 as mines, you can see that this 3 here means that there's a mine diagonal to it, which is +1, and a mine orthogonal to it, which is +2. And I thought that might add some interesting gameplay because like if it's an odd number, you know that there must be 1 or 3 mines diagonal to it. And it makes more sense because mines that are orthogonal are technically closer, so they should register more on the detectors, or however this works. Then we finally have Taxi Cab, which is just a more extended version of that. I was really trying to add all options possible, so then it just goes back to normal. So yeah, you can go try that out right now and try to beat my times, okay? So my best average of 5 for traditional Minesweeper was there. My best time was an average of 5 of 10.67 seconds. I guess my best single is 7.28. So go try to beat that now. After a few more minutes of practice, these are my best single and average times now. I'm recording now because I forgot to do a Knightsweeper play on beginner. So you know what? I just want to set a world record, so I'll do that now. Where do I start? 1. Ooh, okay. Okay. This is tough. I feel like I'm cheating. Ah! Why did I click there? Oh no, well that was not a world record. The 4, ooh, that's a big number. I think that means all of these have to be mines. This one's free, this one's free. Oh, wait. Oh, I have 1 extra flag. Uh-oh, which one is it? I'm so confused. One of these numbers, at least one of these numbers has to have extra flags around it, but I can't find it. Oh, this 2 has 3 flags around it. So I'm gonna undo this. There we go. 45.56 seconds is the current world record for a Knightsweeper on beginner. But you know what? I think I can beat that. Not a mine. There we go. 43. Oh, I beat it by like 2 seconds. That 5 though. OMG. That's crazy. Ah, no! I could have used that 5. I only had to click on 4 tiles extra and then I would have been done. That could have been like sub 15 or something. Okay, so that 2. Wait. Oh! Insta click, insta win. World record is 0 seconds. Oh my god, wait. That means that I have, not only do I have the Knightsweeper beginner world record, but I will have it for the rest of eternity because no one can beat me. Ah, 0 seconds. Okay, I'm overreacting for sure, but that's still pretty cool. That means that this beginner category is not going to even matter for Knightsweeper. So I'm going to go up to, okay, calculator is a stupid category. It's just to make sure it's compatible with my old calculator version. I'll move up to intermediate and I'll go on up from here. By the way, I still think beginner, oh, that click was the one that really mattered. Beginner, the category is still worth it if you go for the average of 5 because it'll be a long time before someone gets a 0 second average of 5, though it is possible. So now the 4 satisfies this one. Oh, no, never mind. This 3 here is satisfied. I say satisfied too much, but it's the easiest word to use. This 2 is already full, so I can just go click, click. We're getting close. If I mess up now, that would be sad. This 2 is satisfied. And this 2 is also satisfied. Oh, we have 2 extra flags. Shoot. I didn't want it to come to this, because now I have to figure out which numbers have more mines than they need. Oh, I found one. This 2 here has 3 of them around it. This one also is filled in, so I think it's this corner one. I think I should click on this. Okay, whew. What if it's a bug with the computer? That would really suck. It's a lot of wasted time on my part trying to find it. But I think it's more likely that it's a bug with my mind. Oh, this one has 2 flags around it. Oh my god, it's right at the bottom, so it'd be the last one I would search. So this one has 2 flags around it, so one of these is illegitimate. So it's this flag right here. Because it's 2, yeah, it's this flag. I bet it's this one. Yep, 13:56:25. New world record for Knightsweeper on intermediate. Try to beat that.